Okay, page 2. Setting problem of motivation. So what we're going to do here is more beginning the little bit of recitation followed by meditation, breathing meditation, then followed by mantra recitation. By the way, for the mantra recitation, is there anyone who is say involved in chanting the mantras? Anyone with the tune? Anyone who is more professionally involved? No? Okay, then I have to sing then. Okay, let's turn to page 2. Setting problem motivation. Visualize Bodhicitta His Holiness the Dalai Lama, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and the Bodhisattva Lama Selimpa, Bodhisattva Bodhicitta Jnana, and all of them. And the next is how you visualize them. They are like very affectionate mothers, and you are there. They give full love, affection, attention to you. Now, how a mother does to a child who is so young and vulnerable. Then visualize the refuge Bodhicitta field to your two grandparents and all of family members and all sentient beings here in Indonesia, in this world, and in the entire Milky Way galaxy and the entire universe. And here you are like the mother, and all others are like your children. And tremendous love that you give, to the extent that each one of the sentient beings, they feel themselves so special in your eyes. And the purpose of this practice is to cleanse our mind of the mental defilements, to unravel this, the ultimate source of happiness within us, the Buddha nature within us, by resorting to the various, the means, primary wish is bodhicitta, to counteract the self-centered attitude, and the wisdom of emptiness, to counteract the self-grasping ignorance. And you are leading this, and all sentient beings are happily joining you. With that, let's turn to page 2. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Okay, so this praise is written by Aranyaka Arjuna, and whose insights, whose teachings we're going to use most often here in this, the 11 days. So from there we can see what is the main, what should be our main emphasis of the practice. It says, enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Aranyaka Arjuna, he never prayed to praise the Buddha Shakyamuni for the Buddha Shakyamuni performing miracles. Buddha Shakyamuni did perform miracles so many times, but Aranyaka Arjuna never praised him for that. So the ordinary people like us, only if we see someone perform miracles, we'll be so fascinated and we will just blindly follow. In millions will flock to that place. Whereas the wise people like Aranyaka Arjuna, they will praise you not for miracles, but for the mental qualities. What qualities? It says, enthused by great compassion. You, the Buddha Shakyamuni, you are enthused by great compassion. So this is one quality, great compassion. So this leads us to bodhicitta. Number 2 is you taught the Immaculate Dharma Immaculate Dharma means the pure, very pure Dharma of the purity, which is the wisdom of emptiness. The wisdom of emptiness. Wisdom of emptiness. So we have the compassion bodhicitta, and the wisdom of emptiness. So with these two things, what happens is that with these two things, then the mental defilements are cleared, are removed, to dispel all perverted views, wrong views, mistaken views, ignorance. They are all cleared. To you, the Buddha, Gautama, I pay homage. So this stanza per se tells us as to what should be a main priority of the practice of compassionate bodhicitta and the practice of wisdom of emptiness. Okay, so some of the stanzas I'll explain today, and some of them will either tomorrow or day after tomorrow, like this. Okay. Second, independent origination, there is no ceasing, no arising, no annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no going, no separateness, and no sameness. I prostrate to the consummate Buddha, the supreme among all teachers. I want to taught this peace which is freedom and aberrations. I prostrate to the mothers of the Buddhas and of the hearers and Bodhisattvas, who through the knowledge of all these hearers seeking pacification, who through the knowledge of the paths causes those having migrated to achieve the aims of the world, and to the omniscience, the subduer set forth the varieties of all aspects. Okay, this I'll explain here. In fact, the first line, I praise to the mothers. It should be plural, it should not be singular. So I took effort to add this word, make it plural so many times. Every time the editor corrected it, I removed the S. So actually it should be plural. And so I prostrate to the mothers. Okay, why mothers? There are three mothers indicated here. They are all metaphorical. Three metaphorical mothers. Okay, for this we need to know that the people who seek enlightenment, people who seek to be freed from miseries, we can classify, people who seek to achieve enlightenment, or people who already achieve enlightenment. So those who are going away, either going away from samsara or already gone away from samsara, we can classify them. So which means that we should become one like them, right? We should not be so keen to be in samsara all the time. Of course, if we understand samsara so well, then of course, by no means we'll feel like staying here anymore. So this group of the beings can be classified into three beings, and these three beings, they have their respective goals in their mind. Three beings, the three goals, and what take these three beings to their respective goals, right? The agent, which the three mothers, which take them, these three beings, to their respective goals. Mothers meaning, just as a mother gives birth to the child. So these three beings, they expect some goals to achieve. So these goals are given to them by the three mothers. Okay, so the three mothers are metaphorical. Let's say the three beings are those who seek personal liberation. Within that, there are two categories: Shravakas and Pradika Buddhas. Shravaka and Pradika. So some of the technical terms you must learn, right? Shravaka and Pradika Buddha. Shrvaka. Shravaka. And in English, people translate as hearers, those who hear, hearing the sound, hearers. And the second one is Pratyeka Buddhas, Prati, Pratiyaya, Pratyeka Buddha, Pratyeka Buddha. Difficult to pronounce, right? Okay. Initially, I was face it as a big challenge. Try. Eventually, It'll come, it's easy. Right? It'll take a little time, it doesn't matter. Okay, Shravakas and Pratik Buddhas. So these two belong to which category? Those who seek personal liberation. I should be liberated, what about others? If others are liberated, well and good, but I must be liberated. So those beings are known as personal liberation seekers. So this is for the group 22, the Shravakas and Pratik Buddhas, right? Okay, there are in fact very good questions coming up. So day 1, let us tone down a little bit. Let us not go so fast. If we go so fast, we may not reach the destination. You know the story? You know the story, right? So there was one gentleman who was, in those days, like 100 years ago, when 100, 200, maybe like 500 years ago, when there was no cars. And that person was going from one village to Tibet, the Tibetan capital, Lhasa. Usually, say, so from the village to the middle of the distance to Lhasa, it may be taken like 5 days. 5 days. And the person reached there in 2 days. And then he met someone. He asked, how long does it take to reach Lhasa? Right? How long does it take to reach Lhasa? And the person asked him, where did you come from? And then he mentioned the local place where he came from. I started from there. Oh, it just took you 2 days. He said, yes. Okay, you're going so fast. You're going so fast. Right? People usually takes like 5 days to reach this place from your place. If you're so fast, if you go at this pace very fast, you will not even reach Lhasa. This is ironical, right? You will not even reach Lhasa. Why? If you go so fast, you will die before you reach Lhasa. Right? Because in those days there were no the hotels, restaurants in between the way. So the horse will be very tired. You will be very tired. No water available, no food available. Okay, so let us go as a good pace, right? Day 1 is fine. Very good questions coming up, and I heard that good discussions. There are very serious questions coming up, right? Okay, fine. Day 2, day 3. Then we will pick up the speed, right? So they don't slow down. Speed should be, we should increase the speed, right? Day 1, a little slow. Day 2 is fine. Then slowly we pick up the speed. Okay, with that in mind, say the Shravakas and Pratik Buddhas, and there are some technical terms coming. In 11 days, if you are learning all these technical terms, it's so good. And likewise, there is a corresponding tendency. Corresponding tendency is that we may feel overwhelmed. We may think that I can't learn anything. In just 11 days, you're learning so much. People learn all these technical terms within the range like 5 years, 10 years like this, and we are learning in 11 days. So we should be, instead of feeling demoralized, you should be feeling, what a great opportunity for me, right? I'm learning all these things within 11 days. Instead of feeling demoralized, you should be feeling, say, the happy and inspired. Okay. One group is those who seek personal liberation. Number 2 is the Bodhisattvas. The Bodhisattvas, we are classifying the beings who are going away from samsara or who already went away from samsara, right? So these beings we're classifying into 3 groups. One is those who seek personal liberation, number 1. Number 2 is those who seek, number 2 is the Bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas who seek full enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Those who seek full enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Group 2. Now group 3 is those who already achieved full enlightenment, the Buddhas. Group 1 is what? Group 1 is those who seek personal liberation. Group 2 is the Bodhisattvas, those who seek full enlightenment for all sentient beings, number 2. Number 3 is the Buddhas who already reached the offshore, who already reached full enlightenment. We're getting it, 3 beings. The 3 beings, and what are their respective goals? 3 goals. 3 goals. Okay, those who seek personal liberation, the goal is to achieve nirvana, peace of mind.
Achieve nirvana is the goal for those who seek personal liberation. For the bodhisattvas, the main goal is to benefit other sentient beings. The main goal or the main activity or the deed is to benefit other sentient beings. Number 2. For the Buddhas, the main goal is to turn the wheel of dharma. Right? Okay, the 3 beings and the 3 goals. 3 beings and 3 goals. Now, how can each one of these 3 beings they achieve their respective goals? Who provide them their respective goals? The 3 mothers, they provide them their respective goals. Okay, the mother is what? Metaphorical. What helps you for the small child to do something? The mother will help. Likewise, for the beings who seek personal liberation, what will help? What will help them to achieve their goal? What is their goal? Peace, nirvana. Nirvana and peace. Nirvana is the peace. So this peace. So what helps to achieve that is known as the knowledge of all. There is one quality of the mind which is known as knowledge of all. You getting it? Okay. So for those who seek personal liberation, the mother like the mental quality known as the knowledge of all. The knowledge of all leads these beings to achieve the aspired goal, which is nirvana. Right? So we have the person, the being, then the mother-like metaphorical mother, which takes them to achieve the goal. What is a being who seek personal liberation? The Shravakas and Brahma Buddhas. And then what they seek to achieve is peace and nirvana. So what helps to achieve that is the mother-like mental quality, which is known as knowledge of all. You're getting it? Now for the bodhisattvas, what they seek to achieve is to benefit the sentient beings. To benefit the sentient beings. And what helps them to benefit the sentient beings is known as the mental quality, known as the knower of paths. Knower of paths. So various paths. Path to enlightenment, the knower of, the mental quality known as the knower of paths. Paths. The knower of paths. Okay. So for the bodhisattvas, what is the metaphorical mother to make them achieve the goal? The knower of paths. Okay. Now number 3. Number 3 is the Buddhas. The Buddhas, their goal is what? To turn the wheel of dharma. Right? Turn the wheel of dharma. And what is metaphorical mother, which helps them to turn the wheel of dharma is the omniscience. Omniscience. Omniscience, the mental quality of the omniscience, which helps them to acquire the goal of turning the wheel of dharma. So now, what are the 3 beings? Quick, what are 3 beings? The person who seek personal liberation, including what? Including Shravakas and Brahma Buddhas, or hearers. Hearers is the Shravakas. And then the second one is Bodhisattvas. Third one is Buddhas. So the personal liberation seekers, what is their goal? What is their goal? Nirvana or peace. So what is the metaphorical mother which helps them to achieve the goal? The mental quality known as the knowledge of all. Right? And then for the Bodhisattvas, what is the goal? To benefit all sentient beings. And what helps to achieve that goal? What is that metaphorical mother to help them to achieve the goal known as the knower of the paths? Okay. Now the third one, the Buddhas. What is the goal of the Buddhas? To turn the wheel of dharma. What is the metaphorical mother which helps them to turn the wheel of dharma? Omniscience. Only if you have the omniscience, only if you have the omniscience, that allows you to turn the wheel of dharma as intended by the beings, which exactly accords with the propensities, the predispositions, the temperaments, and the pace of learning of the disciples. Whereas for us, when we teach, and say we may teach something and the person may run away from you for the next, say, 20 years, right? That what is taught is totally irrelevant. Okay, whereas the Buddhas, when they teach, because of the omniscience, they know exactly what would help the other person. So That is the mother. Okay, now if you read, we will see that it makes sense to us. I prostrate to the mothers of Buddhas and of the hearers. Here's what? Seeking personal liberation. And the Bodhisattvas. Do you see the three beings there? Who, through the knowledge of all, the first one meaning the hearers first, who through the knowledge of all is what? The metaphorical mother for the hearers. Leads hearers seeking pacification to complete peace. So the goal is mentioned, the being is mentioned, and the metaphorical mother is mentioned. Number 2, who through the knowledge of paths, this is for whom? For the Bodhisattvas, causes those helping migrators, and the Bodhisattvas to achieve the aims of the world. Aims of the world meaning the world referring to the beings who seek personal liberation, the beings who seek, and they say Shravaka's path, beings who seek Pratyeka Buddha's path, beings who seek Mahana path. So Bodhisattvas, they simply want to help them by teaching their respective paths, by showing them the respective paths. So for that, to show the paths, you have to know the path yourself. So the knower of the paths. So it says, who through the knowledge of the paths, this is for the Bodhisattvas, causes those helping migrators, the Bodhisattvas, to achieve the aims of the world. Aims of the world meaning the world of the three groups who seek freedom from samsara. Within that, 2 groups, Shravaka, Pratyeka Buddhas, and who seek Mahana path, the Bodhisattva path. For all of them, they can help accomplish the aims of these 3 worlds. Now, number 3, for the Buddhas, and through the possession of omniscience, the subduers meaning the Buddhas set forth the varieties having all aspects. Varieties having all aspects meaning set forth. Set forth means to give teachings or to turn the wheel. The varieties of various kinds depending on the propensities of the sentient beings. Varieties of having all aspects. So this is, now tell me, what are the 3 mothers? What are the 3 mothers? Knowledge of all, the knowledge of paths, and omniscience. Very good. So it should be approach to the mother or approach to the mothers. What is that? Which is correct? Approach to the mothers. In future, if somebody corrects you, you should have that confidence, right? Okay, so that was my problem. That was the problem that I faced with. This book, we have series of editors. One editor, and then the editor left, again next editor. There was series of editors that were constantly correcting this, and in some cases they even don't ask me. They corrected, and this so happened that I already put it back. Some of you who already have the early versions will see that there is the mother. Again, it's gone. Yeah, right? Okay, so now we will continue reading this once more. Extract from Abhisamalankara. I prostrate to the mothers of the Buddhas and of the hearers and Bodhisattvas, who through the knowledge of all these hearers seek pacification and complete peace. Who through the knowledge of past causes those having migrated to achieve the aims of the world. And through the possession of omniscience, the subduer set forth the varieties having all aspects. Okay, the next. The one who has transformed into the reliable guide, motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings. The teacher, Sugata and protector, to you I make prostrations. The one who has eliminated the web of conceptualizations and is endowed with the divine bodies of the vast and the profound, eternally shines forth the forever noble light rays. To you, the Buddha, I make prostrations. Okay. And now page 7, the mantra. Ye Dharma mantra. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation of the causes as well is taught by the great seer. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetum te shantathagato yavatat desham chayo nirodha eva mati mahashramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetum te shantathagato yavatat
Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Desham Tathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaye Swaha. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations, the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By my accumulations, the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations, the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanye joda zoge chonamda, chanjo bardo dane yapsuji, tage jinso yebe chonamge, dola benjir sanje dubareisho. Sanye joda zoge chonamda, chanjo bardo dane yapsuji, tage jinso yebe chonamge, dola benjir sanje dubareisho. Sanje choda soge chonamna, chanjo pardo dane gyapsoji, dage jinso gebe sonamge, dola venjire sanje do baraisho. Page 17, Heart Sutra Mantra. Again, reinforce the visualization of Buddhas and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in front of you. Reinforce the visualization of your two parents and all the family members and all the other sentient beings. Okay, some of you feel compassion towards animals, but not necessarily towards the human beings in some cases, right? Okay, so in this now we have to transcend it. Let us not stay with our natural instinct. We have to, particularly those to whom you feel compassion, oftentimes say some people feel compassion towards the animals, not as much to the human beings. Some people they feel compassion towards the poor and the weak, therefore don't really feel compassion towards the, say, the rich and the powerful. And some people may feel compassion towards the uneducated. They may not feel compassion towards the educated, right? So now, to whom you feel compassionate, this is already with you. Now here, the challenge, or what we can do, the challenge that we're going to take up is to learn how to expand this compassion towards someone to whom you cannot feel it otherwise, right? So this is what we're going to learn here. Learn here and see that, and then don't just, okay, because I came here, this is my commitment, I have to do it. This is not how we should be approaching. That we have to gain conviction in it rationally. Try to try to engage in analytical inquiry, to rationally understand that, yes, even for my own sake, I have to be compassionate towards everyone, even for my own sake, right? Let alone for others, for the sake of others, but even for my own sake, I have to be compassionate to others. This kind of conviction you have to gain, or we have to try to gain in the retreat. Okay, so with this, let us visualize all our two parents, all our family members, and all sentient beings, including human beings, animals, insects, the hell beings, hungry ghost beings, the devas, devis, and all beings in this entire universe. And you are leading this, and all are happily joining you. And all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, particularly Buddha Shakyamuni, exhorting us that don't remain in the fears of samsara. Come to its ultimate happiness. Come to its ultimate happiness. And you hearing this melodious voice, you are so inspired. You immediately inform this to all the dear Mother sentient beings. Look, this is what a compassionate teacher, Buddha Shakyamuni, is exhorting us thus. Let us not remain in fears anymore. Let us all go towards ultimate happiness together. Let us all come along with me. So with this inspiration, you lead this mantra, Yatha Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha. Go beyond, go utterly beyond and establish your enlightenment. Okay, and everyone happily joins you, and imagine that we are all going towards, we're leaving the samsara, going towards total enlightenment. Yatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha. 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 Okay, now we will do a quick breathing meditation. Breathing meditation. For the breathing meditation, instructions, we will follow a very simple breathing meditation. Those of us here who already have been doing some form of meditation, you can do your own meditation. Whereas those of us, this is primarily for the newcomers, as to learn how to do a proper meditation. For the breathing meditation, there are 4 points to keep in mind. One is the body posture. Number 2 is focal point, which means what are you going to meditate on? Number 2. Number 3 is identifying the errors of meditation. Then number 4 is applying the remedies to overcome the errors. Okay, 4 points to keep in mind. Body posture, focal point, identifying the errors of meditation. Number 4, applying the remedies to overcome the errors. Okay, first the body posture. Body posture wise, say, if possible, learn how to sit cross-legged. Cross-legged means your left foot on your right leg and the right foot on your left leg, right? If you cannot do it now, don't push yourself. Say in your rooms, try it. In your rooms, you try this and try to see if you can sit it like this. So the benefit is that if you sit cross-legged, you can maintain the alertness of your mind for a longer duration of time. And this is extremely good posture, and that the meditation will be very fresh and alert. 1. Now number 2 is the backbone upright. That is so important, backbone upright. And fortunately, I see that most of you already have a proper position. Oftentimes people, they sit like this. They sit like this. This is a very wrong posture from the point of view of meditation or from the point of view of anything. Always try to sit upright like this, where the backbone is straight. This is so important. And if when you meditate, particularly if you have a little bit of experience with meditation, you can see the stark contrast. You do the meditation like this with the body upright, and you do the same meditation with your body bent.
You can see the stark contrast. The freshness is very different, right? Okay, number 2. Number 3, your head tilted forward a little bit. Tilted forward a little bit. And then number 4, number 4, eyes not closed. Eyes half open and 45 degrees cast down. Eyes half open and 45 degrees cast down. In the text, there's a mention of the eyes should be not really focused. The word is I should be directed at the tip of your nose. This is quite challenging. It's very strainful, right? So practically the idea is that eyes should not be closed. And some people, they do meditation with eyes closed, and some teachers even, they advise people to do meditation with eyes closed. So I have no comment on this. What I would say is, at least for this meditation, try your meditation with the eyes open. 45 degrees half open, 45 degrees cast down, then ignore what you're seeing, right? Ignore what you're seeing. Then the tip of the tongue should touch the upper palate. Tip of the tongue should touch the upper palate to avoid excessive accumulation of saliva in your mouth. Then the lips and the teeth, keep them in the natural course. And whichever is more convenient to you, just go through that. The teeth and the lips. And breathe naturally, breathe normally. Don't impose your breath. Don't stop your breath. Don't force your breath. Just let the breath flow very naturally. And your right hand on your left hand, and the tips of 2 thumbs joining, forming a triangle. Place the 2 hands on your laps in a restful state. While the body is upright, it should be flexible. It should not be rigid. The body should be flexible. It should not be rigid. Okay, so this is a body posture, number 1. Number 2 is focal point. Focal point meaning what you're going to focus on. Focal point. What are you going to focus on? What are you going to meditate on? So that is, there are so many kinds of breathing meditation. There are so many kinds of other meditations. Meditation on the drops, meditation on the Buddha nature, the Buddha image, meditation on the Bodhicitta, the emptiness, meditation on the channels inside, and so many versions are there. So what we're going to do is a very simple meditation, breathing meditation, and yet, particularly for those of us who are busy, who have say a busy schedule with your jobs and so forth at home, for you this meditation is going to be very easy, at the same time very effective, and can be very the stress releasing, and of course as a very important part of your practice for Buddhahood. Okay, so for that what we're going to do is we just visualize a very tiny dot, white spherical dot, the size like 1 mm or 2 mm in diameter, dot between the nose and the upper lip. Between the nose and the upper lip, there's so many versions there, right? You can go for only one. So what you do here is just a circular dot, a circular white dot, which is 1 mm or 2 mm in diameter between the nose and the upper lip. Okay, just touch this spot between the nose and upper lip. Just touch it. Okay, don't look at it. Just touch it. Do you feel it? Do you feel something? Okay. Your eyes are looking at it or not? Your eyes are not looking at it. But you know that you're feeling something. So what knows is your mental consciousness, not your eye consciousness. Your mental consciousness knows it. So your meditation should not be done by your eyes. Your meditation must be done by your mental consciousness, right? So that is very important. Okay, now while you focus your mind there, in this dot, right? Some people find it difficult to visualize that dot there. If you find it really difficult, after 2, 3, 4 days time, then what you do is that you, in your room, you can just take a small, from a tiny small paper, make it round, and attach it there. It's very helpful. It is then you look at the mirror, how that is like. Visually, you should be able to see that. In the mirror, you see that, and then you try to say, you try to remove it or keep it there, and then don't look at the mirror, and then 4 or 5 degrees cast down, see if you can visualize it. Then it's a little easier. Again, you look in the mirror and see that is there, okay, this is how it looks like. And then again, you put your eyes 4 or 5 degrees cast down, and you visualize. Okay, this is how we could do it. Then, in the meditation session, then you may not have the mirror there, you may not even put the white paper there, you can visualize it properly. Okay, so this idea, while you focus your mind there, multitasking, 2 things happening simultaneously. Multitasking, while you focus your mind there, you count your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Cycle 1, breathe in, breathe out. Cycle 2. So this is how we're going to count our breath. So 2 things happening together. One, you're visualizing your mind there at the spot between your nose and upper lip, and simultaneously count your breath. And don't follow the breath. There are meditations where you have to follow. Very complicated meditations are there where you follow the breath through all the channels. But what we're going to do here is a very simple one, right? Very simple one, where you simply count the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Count 1, cycle 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Cycle 2. This is very simple yet very effective, right? 2 things happening together. Okay. Now, number 3. Number 3 and number 4, these 2 are exceptionally important. These 2 are exceptionally important. Number 3 is what? Identifying the errors of meditation. When will our meditation go wrong? When will our meditation go wrong? Okay, when we are under the sway of 2 things, mental excitement and mental laxity. Mental excitement is when your mind overly gets scattered, or when your mind gets scattered, right? When your mind gets scattered, when your mind does not sit on the focal point, instead it gets scattered here and there, right? Scattered here and there with your daily responsibilities. They say the laundries to do, then the dishes to do, all these things where your mind gets scattered. That is one problem. Number 2 is where your mind is below the stability, which is laxity. When the mind feels heavy, lethargic, and the sloppy, your mind feels, say, the sinking, right? So, in other words, when you feel your mind so heavy, heaviness is there to the extent that you just feel like lying down, not meditating. So this is the mental laxity. Mental laxity and mental excitement, these 2 are the 2 enemies of meditation. So we should be watchful of these 2 things. If these 2 things do happen, we should be watchful to make sure that we overcome these 2. How to overcome these 2? Okay, number 4, applying the remedies to overcome the errors. The remedies, they are twofold: introspection and mindfulness. Oftentimes, they say the meditation, mindfulness meditation, it becomes very popular, right? So, oftentimes people mix up the 2 things, introspection and mindfulness. These 2 are the mixed. So, we should be able to know what exactly is mindfulness, what exactly is introspection, right? Okay, so when your meditation goes wrong in the form of excitement or laxity, then you should apply the remedies. How to apply the remedies? Imagine that you have a pet dog. Now you lost a pet dog, what do? You go and search the dog. Your mind, meditative mind, is like the pet dog. When the meditative mind, when it does not sit there, you lost the meditative mind, it goes somewhere else. It is like you have lost your pet dog. What do? You go in search of the pet dog. So going in search of the pet dog is the introspection. So when you go in search of your own mind, where my mind is, it is not really here on the focal point. It is already gone somewhere, either sleeping or it has gone somewhere scattered. So when you go in search of the mind, that is introspection. Once you find the mind, then once you find the dog, what do? Then the job of the introspection is done. Once you find the dog, then you tie the dog with a rope and bring it home and tie it to the pillar at home. Likewise, when you find the dog, when you find your mind that is distracted, On a relaxed state, the job of the introspection is done. Next is the job of the mindfulness, the role of mindfulness. Tie this mind with the rope of the mindfulness and bring it back to the intended object of the meditation. That is mindfulness. You getting it? Okay, so this we'll do for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, we'll do that. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, we will 5 minutes. Let me quickly reiterate the 4 points. Let me quickly reiterate them once more. One, the body posture. So basically, the most important thing is body should be upright and your eyes should not be closed. Eyes half open, 45 degrees cast down. And then the next one is focal point. Focal point is you're going to meditate on the drop 1 mm or 2 mm diameter between nose and upper lip. Meanwhile, multitasking, counting on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out, cycle 1. Breathe in, breathe out, cycle 2. This is your focal point. Number 3 is identifying the errors meditation. Errors meditation twofold: mental laxity and mental excitement. When the mind gets too over the active, then it is prone to excitement, where your mind starts scattering. Other one is mental laxity, when you feel your mind very heavy and lethargic. So to overcome these two things, we have to apply the remedies. And remedies are twofold: introspection, mindfulness. Okay, with that in mind, 5 minutes together.
Okay, let us turn to page 45. Let us recite the mantras 21 times each, with the second one, which is a little, His Holiness's mantra, a little longer. We recite it 3 times. Others will recite 21 times. Then we'll do the short derivation prayer. Om Mune Mune Maha Mune Swaha. Om Mune Mune Maha Mune Swaha. Mune Mune Maha Mune Swaha. Om 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 Mune Mune Maha Mune Swaha. As you recite these mantras, in terms of visualization, we can visualize the whatever deity associated that you visualize in front, either in front of us or on your forehead. And as we recite the mantra, imagine that the nectars, say, ideally there are various ways of visualization. So in the case of those who have not received any empowerment, the best would do is to visualize the deity on your crown, and then as we recite the mantra, as you recite the mantra, chant mantra, from the forehead, the throat, and the heart of the deity, the nectars flow towards you, filling your body, and nectars flow towards all sentient beings, thereby removing their mental defilements and leading them to a state of. Then, of course, if somebody is sick with cancer or whatever illness, and the nectars they descend to heal them, this is what we can visualize. That is one of the best way, the best form of puja that you can do for the sick and the poor, the someone who is in a destitute situation. Okay, so that we can do. And then others, those who have received the empowerments of these respective deities, you can visualize the mantra within your heart, and as we recite the mantra, we can visualize that the mantra descends, they are making the sounds of the mantra and reverberating, and then filling your body, activating the seed of the Buddha nature within you. Okay, let's do this. Now His Holiness mantra, let's say this 7 times. Om Guru Vajradhara Badaraga Manju Shri Vagindara Sumadi Jnana Shasandara Samundara Shri Bhadra Sarva Siddhi Hom. Om Guru Vajradhara Badaraga Manju Shri Vagindara Sumadi Jnana Shasandara Samundara Shri Bhadra Sarva Siddhi Hom. Om Guru Vajradhara Badaraga Manju Shri Vagindara Sumati Jnana Shasandara Samundara Shri Bhadra Sarva Siddhi Hom. Om Guru Vajradhara Badaraga Manju Shri Vagindara Sumati Jnana Shasandara Samundara Shri Bhadra Sarva Siddhi Hom. Om Guru Vajradhara Badaraga Manju Shri Vagindara Sumati Jnana Shasandara Samundara Shri Bhadra Sarva Siddhi Hom. Om Guru Vajradhara Bhadraraga Manjushri Vagindara Sumbadi Jnana Shasandara Samundara Shri Bhadra Sravasidi Hum Om Guru Vajradhara Bhadraraga Manjushri Vagindara Sumbadi Jnana Shasandara Samundara Shri Bhadra Sravasidi Hum Shri, not Hadra, it is Bhadra. It's typo. Shri Bhadra. The second line, the last word. Shri Bhadra. Okay, the next. Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Ho. Om Mani Beme Ho, 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 Om Mani Beme Ho. Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Ho, Om Mani Beme Om Mani Beme Ho, 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 Om Mani Beme Ho. Okay, next is the mantra of the Buddha wisdom, Aramajishri. What we do is Om Arapasanati. First, let's say the complete thing, complete mantra for 21 times. Then, followed by the last syllable D. D is the seed syllable of Aramajishri. We recite the D 108 times in one go, in one breath. So, how we do this is D, D, D. A set of three will together D, D, D. This is how we do same for 108 times in one go. Okay, after Om Arapasanati. Okay, it may be good that we can do the visualization of the syllable D at your heart, syllable D at your heart, D at your heart, and then the syllable D at your heart, and the 6 swords, knife swords. So syllable D at the heart, like this, syllable D, and then like this, like the swords facing outside, 6. Same Om syllable towards you. Say this is at the heart. This is the syllable D, and towards heart. Om, the first sword, on the sword, not touching the sword. Say this is a sword, the syllable should not touch. It should be a little away, a little higher in space. So when the swords move, the syllables don't move. Right? Okay. So on the first sword, syllable Om, just right inside. And then Om, then the second sword, A, then third sword, Ra. Then the opposite to the Om is the Pa. Then next is Tsa. Then Na. Finish. Right? D's at the center. Om, A, Ra, Pa, Tsa, Na, D. So this is how we should visualize the mantra of the Buddha, of the Aramajishri. And then as we recite this, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade. Then, else, okay, there are several ways doing it. One way is, as you recite this, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade. Then when you say Om Arabazanan, as you recite this, what you visualize is first, you visualize that within this D syllable D, okay,
We have to know what D is in, how that is in Tibetan. Okay, it doesn't matter. So you can visualize the syllable D. For timing, let's say DHI. Then on top of that, you can just visualize some kind of bindu, a dot. Inside the dot, visualize yourself, your parents, all the family members, all sentient beings there inside that bindu at your heart. Then as you recite this, Om Arabasana, like this, you visualize that the first, say the syllable D, like rain shower. Syllable D, showers in all directions, and then they descend to in your body and all sentient beings, like this. Then followed by the whole mantra. The first one, syllable D, descending. Next is, you can say four things. One is the syllable D. The next is the whole mantra, Om Arabasana, the whole thing descending and filling your body and blessing you. Then the third one is the Prasna Paramita Sutra or Heart Sutra. Heart Sutra, say any sutra on wisdom of emptiness. Sutras, the descending. Say Aramanjushri holding the sword, which is symbolic of the wisdom, right? So the text of the wisdom which teaches us emptiness, so that descend and it blesses us. Then the next one is the sword, the Aramanjushri sword. They again in showers, in the like rain shower, the swords they descend and then bless you and all sentient beings. And next, the sword and the scripture together. The scripture like this, and the sword on top of this, combined together, they descend in millions. They descend to bless you and all sentient beings. Okay, this is what we can do. Om Arabasana. While we recite this, you visualize these. The syllable D. Second one is Om Arabasana, the complete mantra. The third one is the scripture. Fourth one is the sword. Fifth one is the scripture and the sword combined together. So in 5 stages. And you can do it as much as you like. Okay, one thing. Then if you want to add more, then you can visualize syllable D at your throat and one syllable D at your heart, and in some cases at the navel, whichever is fine, at the heart. And then as you recite Om Arabasana, imagine that syllable, the D at the throat, so there, syllable D at your heart or the navel, so this syllable, it gets vibrated. Syllable D at the heart or the navel, it gets vibrated, it vibrates in the form of, say, a very powerful fire. And because of this fire, imagine that if there's a lump of butter up there, then this fire will burn the butter and the butter will start dripping. So the syllable D here at the throat, so that in the form of the butter, so this syllable D, it starts to melt in the form of the dripping. It drips the syllable D continuously. It drips and it drips to, and then when the butter, it drips and then it falls on fire. What happens to the fire? Fire will become even more forceful, right? So this D dissolves to the syllable D at the heart, visualize at the heart, and then from this the fire becomes even more, the blazing even more, and then this fire spreads, this fire of the wisdom spreads throughout your body and spreads to the nearby area and towards all sentient beings, everywhere, all sentient beings, that their darkness of ignorance is eliminated and they are filled with the wisdom of emptiness. Okay, so this is what we are going to do the visualization. So what we should do, the first one with the 5 things, or the next one. So it's up to the individual. And at home, in your room, you can do both. Okay, let's do one of them.
Om Arapasanati, Om Arapasanati, Om Arapasanati. Om Arapasanati, 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 Om Arapasanati. Om Arapasanati, 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 di 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 di. So when you say the last D, then you swallow your saliva without any sound. Without sound, you try to end the story. You will get used to this slowly. When you swallow your saliva in the form of, say, particularly that is with the second part, second meditation, second practice, where the syllable D melts, drips. So then finally even this D here at the throat, whatever is the last, the original version, original form, even that drips and it dissolves with the one that you visualize the heart. So there and then you swallow a saliva without any sound. Okay. Next is Aritara. Okay, anyone who can recite with tune? Aritara, anyone? Okay, no? Okay. Om dare du dare dure soha, 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 Om dare du dare dure soha. Om dare du dare dure soha, 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 Om dare du dare dure soha. Om dare du dare dure soha, Om dare du dare dure soha, Om dare du dare dure soha. Okay, we recite the Medicine Buddha short mantra. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Tiyata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Soha. Deada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de So Deada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de So Deada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de So Deada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de So Deada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de So Deada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samunga de Swaha. Okay, page 46. Guru Patna Sambhava. Om Ahom Benza Guru Bema Siddhi 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 Om Ahom Benza Guru Bema Siddhi. Next Lama Tsongkhapa's mantra. Om Guru Vajradhara Sumadhi Kirti Siddhi 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 Om. Okay, let's recite Mingmen Sevatishin Genesis. Okay, so those of you who do not know, most of you must be knowing the verse. Those of you who do not know the verse, you can learn or you can make a copy from others. Others should have that. And this Mingmen Sevatishin Genesis, this is a very holy, very precious and holy the stanza, which was initially composed by Lama Tsongkhapa himself. Lama Tsongkhapa composed this as a praise to his own teacher, Geshe Rendawa. So he becomes our lineage teacher, Geshe Rendawa. Then Geshe Rendawa picked up what Lama Tsongkhapa wrote as a praise to him. He read it, and then he said that he instantly removed. So he says, this is the original version composed by Lama Tsongkhapa. Then Geshe Rendawa, the teacher, what he did was that he deleted his name and he replaced his name with Lama Tsongkhapa's name and said that this praise does not fit I do not fit with this praise. It fits more with you. So he changed the name and passed it down to Lama Tsongkhapa. And then this becomes so popular all over Tibet, and this has been recited in, say, everywhere all over Tibet since like as the 14th century AD. How many years now? Like 600, 700 years. So this is so precious. So the wordings has said that means that you are like Avalokiteshvara, the treasure of compassion. And then through the compassion eyes, you are gazing at the sentient beings. You are the Aramanjushri, the stainless, the one who is endowed with the stainless wisdom. So when we sing, we'll skip the third one. But it says, the third line says that you are a Vajrapani, the one who is so powerful to eradicate all the misperceptions and all the obstacles. And Vajrapani is also referred to as the Lord of the Vajrayana, the Lord of Vajrayana. So to make him more, then the pinnacle, the greatest of the saint scholars of Tibet to use Tsongkhapa are make prostrations. This is the wording. So let's say this 3 times. Me ze ve tere che re se te me ke me o bo ja me ya kan je ke be zu ye zu ga ba lo sai ta be sham la so wa de me ze ve te re che re se te me ke me o bo ja me ya kan je ke be zu ye zo ga ba lo sai ta be sham lai so wa de me ze ve tere che re se che me ke be o bo ja be ya kan je ke be so ye so ga ba lo sai ta be sham lai so wa de. Okay, let's turn to the end direction prayer. Page 306. Okay, so this is the end part of the day 1, and it is so auspicious for all of us to be here in the land of the great Bodhisattva Lama Selingpa, also referred to as the Bodhisattva and Dharmakirti. And Dharmakirti, there are two kinds. There are two. Don't mix the two things. The logician Dharmakirti, who appeared in 7th century AD. The logician, incredibly great logician, Buddhist logician, and who made such a just eye-opening. He composed the eye-opening the text to show the path to enlightenment so clearly. Pramana Vartika. This I would suggest all of us must study this, and the teachings, the materials, particularly chapter 2. They are all available. So those of you who are interested, you can contact Wenla. Okay, that is very important. And this is really, literally, it is like eye-opening the path. You can literally see the path towards enlightenment. So amazingly, the amazing work done by Acharya Dharmakirti. So we should be feeling so grateful to him. That was 7th century AD, 7th century. Now Acharya Dharmakirti here, the Bodhisattva Dharmakirti here, the Indonesian, he was in 11th century AD. So with the same name, but the two different beings. Okay, so we are so fortunate that we are doing this Bodhicitta retreat here in the land of the treasure of Bodhicitta, the land of our very affectionate, very kind teacher, Lama Selingpa. So with this, let us pray that the light of the Bodhicitta and the light of the wisdom of emptiness proliferate in all directions, in the minds of all sentient beings, to clear the darkness of the self-grasping ignorance as self-centered attitude, so that each and every sentient being they experience the bounties of happiness eternally, and hears not even as the sound, even the word misery, even the word, the afflictions and so forth. And let us also pray that the merits that we accumulated because of this retreat, may that be dedicated to the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and that his wishes be fulfilled spontaneously. And let us also pray that all the great seeds of learning, like the Ganden, Sera, Debong, and the monastic seeds, the seeds of learning of Sakya, Kaikyu, Nyingma, and Theravada, and all these traditions in Chinese Buddhism, all these traditions which really practice the authentic Dharma, may all thrive, may all of them thrive, and that the goals as intended are accomplished spontaneously. And let me personally dedicate, it's my wholehearted the dedication and prayer that each one of you, through concerted effort, soon be able to see the dawn of the Bodhicitta, the incredibly beautiful mind of Bodhicitta, the most appealing mind of Bodhicitta, the most appealing mind that can potentially exist in this universe, which is the Bodhicitta, that you be able to see the dawn of this within yourself very soon, and the wisdom of emptiness, the most fearless mind, the mere presence of this mind within you dispels all the fears. So the most fearless mind, the mind of the wisdom of emptiness, and the most appealing mind, it attracts such an appeal to oneself and to all, which is Bodhicitta. May you soon see the dawn of these two minds within yourself, so that you are able to be a guide to lead all dear Mother sentient beings towards enlightenment, and the way our great teachers like Buddha Shakyamuni, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, are in Nagarjuna, and so forth, and then Bodhisattva Shantideva and Lama Selingpa, Adhishatipangara Shirikyana, how they did. May I dedicate that each one of you are able to guide and lead all the dear Mother sentient beings towards enlightenment as soon as possible. May the teaching on Bodhicitta flourish in all 10 directions. May the teaching on the wisdom of emptiness flourish in all 10 directions in the minds of the dear Mother sentient beings, present and future. Okay, let's turn to page 306. From my two collections, vast space that I've amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds wisdom is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in the loving kindness for all lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of the complete created parts of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by my practice. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I've discerned them. May I uphold the Buddha's teachings for a very long time, with my heart going out with great compassion, in whatever directions the most precious teachings have not spread or once spread have declined. May I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted boundless peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time, by even this greatest path to enlightenment traversed completely due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and create conducive conditions for practicing the excellent paths never be separated in any of their lives from the pure path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold mind of virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. The next page. In the land encircled by snow mountain, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful cherished the Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha and lead all beings without exception into that enlightened state. Chanju Semjo Rinpoche Bhagya Bhanam Ge Gyuruji Ge Bhanyam Bhame Bhayam Kone Kondo Pevaraisho. The translation. May the Supreme Bodhicitta that is not erased and arise and grow, and may that which is erased and not diminish but increase forevermore. I dedicate the merits thus gathered towards the realization, the deeds and the prayers of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the three times, and to the upholding of the Dharma of teachings and realizations. May I in all lives, through the force of this merit, never separate from the four wheels of the Mahayana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path, renunciation, bodhicitta, perfect beyond the two stages. With the wish to free all beings, I shall always go for refuge to the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha until I reach full enlightenment. Inspired by wisdom and compassion, today in the Buddha's presence, I generate the mind of full awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings. I go for refuge to the Triple Gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice in the virtues for all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. As long as space remains, as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. The path of the union of emptiness and compassion is lucidly explained by the protector of the Dharma and the beings of the snowland. You are the lotus holder Tenzin Gyatso. We supplicate you that your wishes are fulfilled spontaneously. May the operations of evil thoughts and deeds of the negative forces of humans and non-humans who harbor malice through perverted prayers against the teachings of the Buddhas be totally vanquished through the path of the truth of the three jewels. Okay, this stanza, the last prayer is so powerful. This is extracted from Lama Tsongkhapa's and the commentary on Arya Nagarjuna's text. And when I was studying this text, finally when I saw this stanza, I was so moved. I was so moved by this, the prayer which Lama Tsongkhapa said. And then after seeing this, I've been including this stanza every night before I go to bed. I include this. So this is basically seeing that all beings are suffering because of not seeing emptiness, because of being in the dream, being in the vicious nightmare dream, and not being able to come out of the dream. So it is only the wisdom of emptiness which can help the beings to wake up from the sleep of ignorance, so that they don't have to go through the nightmare of the dream anymore. So this prayer is so powerful. It says, throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by Aramanjushri. How? That I be guided by Aramanjushri, because Aramanjushri is the Buddha of wisdom. So if he guides me, then the wisdom that I get is going to be so immaculate, and be able to uphold the Dharma in general. And then what should I be doing? After being guided by Aramanjushri is that I'll take the responsibility. Say, for example, a very cultured parents, when you are being raised by very cultured parents, what is expected out of you is that you are able to preserve this culture and spread this culture. The the noble culture towards others. So the culture of the Dharma Manjushri is to spread this wisdom out of compassion, spread this wisdom to awaken all sentient beings from the darkness of ignorance. And then you say that I will take the responsibility of your Manjushri to disseminate, to uphold the Dharma, all the Dharma in general, and particularly the Dharma to wake up the beings from the sleep of ignorance with the wisdom of emptiness. So this is what I will uphold. And uphold meaning I will learn, I will practice, and I will disseminate this towards other sentient beings to the best I can, even at the cost of my life, because this is the most precious thing, more precious than my own life. So this is a commitment that we say, right now, as we say this, wholeheartedly feel that way. So then what happens in the process? Your bodhicitta gets activated, mingled with the wisdom of emptiness. You are doing this for the beings, for sentient beings. For the sentient beings means your bodhicitta love and affection, that is activated. And then what I'm going to do? The wisdom of emptiness is what I'm going to teach them. So the wisdom of emptiness is activated, your bodhicitta is activated. So the salient features of the path towards enlightenment are activated simultaneously by this stanza. Okay, let us wholeheartedly say this, the prayer 3 times. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by a Manjushri and be able to uphold the Dharma in general and the teachings on dependent origination in particular, even at the cost of my life. So dependent origination here meaning the emptiness. Emptiness and dependent origination, these are the 2 sides of the same coin. Right? So this we will learn later. Okay, let's say this 2 times more. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by a Manjushri and be able to uphold Dharma in general and the teachings on dependent origination in particular, even at the cost of my life. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by a Manjushri and be able to uphold the Dharma in general and the teachings on dependent origination in particular, even at the cost of my life. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by a Manjushri and the teachings on dependent origination in particular, even at the cost of my life. Okay. 3 prostrations, 3